चल मैंने करा है गो लाइव।
चल आजा भाई लाइव।
देखता हूँ, हाँ चालू तो होगी स्ट्रीम।
बट मुझे क्यों नहीं दिख रहा है? ओ आ गया। ओ वॉइस इज हियर। यस वॉइस।
हाँ चल गई चल।
नाइस 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 लेट्स गो।
Everything is working now.
यस सर।
और बस एक just to test it, just मतलब do your screen share also over here.
माय स्क्रीन शेयर फॉर श्योर।
Yeah, because that was the whole point
राइट।
why we switched from Video Ninja, right?
या काइंड ऑफ आई एबल
Because we wanted to do like screen share.
टू सी माय स्क्रीन शेयर?
Not right now.
Oh, I think you need to go into the OBS mode
Edit,
and then
edit layout.
add the source.
Okay, yeah. Now I am. I see your screen. Yeah. Okay. And is that happening in real time now?
Like what do you mean by real time? Yeah, it's kind of real time. I can see that whatever I'm doing. So, but I don't know. Is it's in Zoom mode for some reason?
Oh, okay. It's in real time. Nice.
It's in real time. Perfect. Perfect.
Okay, right. I'll remove it for now.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
And then, cool. Now I don't have to do a fucking million
Yes.
setups
Again,
for
Claude
OBS and
code. Claude code Opus 4.0.
Cloud.
Strikes again, guys. Strikes again.
Okay, we already have a viewer. I think that's just you.
Oh, yeah, it's me. Yeah, it's that would be me basically. But yeah, let me also start the stream from my end since that was the other goal of this project that I
Mm-hmm.
can also do a bi-directional stream from my end,
Mm-hmm.
so we can test it out of YouTube Studio and then go live, and then I'm gonna do what OpenUSD NVIDIA. Oh, basically, I'm just gonna copy your thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me just yes. All right. Let me just copy it. Copy it. Copy it. Copy it. Copy it. Copy it. Copy it.
Bye bye, Video Ninja, and fuck you, Riverside.
Yes. Save. Copy from my side. प्यार का नगमा है। Oh. Oh. Only host producers can control the interest. That's fine. I think I cannot do right now since I'm not a producer. I would have to join
Mhm.
and be the producer.
You're a director.
Only director. Alright. I think I might also add some other features such as background, image blur, and all those things. That would be something
Hmm.
for the future.
Yeah, just do it later.
Yeah, I'll do it
Let's.
later. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen and then
Yeah.
let's just focus on your screen right away.
Hmm.
Right. All right, guys. So today, what we are gonna
And today is gonna be a long stream, long,
yeah,
like a very long stream.
stream. All right, all right.
So, a quick recap. We are doing Learn OpenUSD certification. The Learn OpenUSD certification study guide has 8 modules. Those 8 modules consist of setting the stage, scene description, blueprint, composition basics, beyond the basics, and then the other 4 are creating composition arcs, asset structure principles, content aggregation, developing data exchange pipelines, asset modularity, and instancing. We have completed the first 4. We did do a quiz yesterday for the Primvad part, and we also did, bro.
What happened?
Something happened to the screen share.
Oh, I think that's me. I was trying to do something, but okay, I'm gonna fix it. Wait, right away.
Bro, why are you doing it?
Okay.
Don't do it right now, bro.
Yeah, let me just fix that, brother. Oh, I messed up. I messed up.
Why you were trying to do it side by side, right?
So what
You
I'm
fucking
trying to do, I'm
idiot.
trying to see if it is either it's bidirectional or like can I control it on my end as well. So I think that messed it up. Wait, let me add it
You
back.
can control it, but wait, I'm doing it. Wait.
Okay, you're doing it. All right. I'm just gonna leave it then as it is.
Yeah.
You are in control now.
Yeah.
And if I do screen share maximized on my end, what happens over there? Let me just take a look. If it's gonna mess.
If you're the host, it's gonna mess it up.
But I'm not the host. I think okay, this is a new bug. The viewer should not be able to.
Bro, do it later.
Oh,
Do it later. It's gonna.
I'm just making the notes, brother. I'm just making the notes.
But let's focus on OpenUSD, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, wait, just let me make a note. Don't give the viewer access for the OBS option. That's it. Yeah, I'm just making a note out of it. The voice is freaking clear.
What?
The voice, it's good. Like it has
Yeah.
more clarity as compared to the Video Ninja and the shitty software river. What was it? Riverside.
Riverside.
Some
Yeah.
shit.
Okay. So today we're gonna be doing. Let's. Do you want to start with value resolution, the quiz, or do you want to start with
Just do the
the?
first 10 questions of
Okay.
yeah, of that Udemy quiz so that we can just do a recap and some memory
Uh,
exercises.
I think it was this one. Oh, yeah. Oh, we did 40 questions. Okay. Let's start.
All right. A character artist wants to use blend shapes, also known as morphed targets, in their USD character rig. How can they best represent blend shapes in USD? Ah, can they represent blend shape? I think yeah. See,
I think we have not studied this yet.
yeah, but I'm just gonna take the guess based on the GRE strategy.
A character artist wants to use blend shapes, also known as morph targets, in their USD character rig. How can they best represent blend shapes in USD geom blend shape? Connecting them to base mesh using multiple USD geom mesh prims for each blend shape. Hmm. Using multiple geom mesh prims, one for each blend shape. USD references to different meshes for each blend shape. I think this might be a tricky question.
Wait,
It can either be A and D also.
artist wants to blend shape noise and they use how they can best represent the blend shapes. More targets in USD character rig.
Oh, it is correct.
Yeah.
USD geom blend shape prims. Connect them to base mesh. Connecting them to the base mesh. USD geom blend shape is specifically designed to blend shapes in the USD character rig. Okay. How can you add custom USD schema? Video project by creating a Python script to define new schema, registering it with USD. Yes, I think B. by directly modifying a core USD source code by using a pre-built schema from a third-party vendor.
You add a custom object, a custom USD schema to your project by modifying the USD environment variables, by creating a Python script that defines the new schema and registering it with USD, and by directly modifying the core USD code. I think B, yeah, B would be the most appropriate answer over here.
I think it might be wrong because I don't know, but yeah, I think that's the most
Yeah.
straightforward.
Mhm.
Yep,
Um,
it's right. Python script that defines new schema and registering it with USD. We have not studied how to create that right now.
what? Which one?
New schema. This new
No, no, we
schema.
no, we have studied it. Then custom schemas and the schemas, right? We did study it.
Where?
Like if you go in,
Where?
wait,
Your connection
drop.
broke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for some reason the latency is really low from my side. But am I still? But now I think I'm back, right? Or am I?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. I think yeah, there has been some connection drops for some reason. Publishing already connected to room. Yeah, I mean for
Oh,
some.
you're talking about this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 not this, not this. Over here only. Yeah, in the schemas, I do remember about talking about some kind of custom schemas or something.
Custom schemas comes for, bro, it's in this part that we have not done yet. I saw it over here. Where did you see custom schemas? Where is it?
In my dreams, I'm getting dreams.
Where, by creating a Python script that defines a new schema. I want to see an example of this.
For some reason,
Bro, today I'm gonna drink coffee. I don't want to sleep today at all.
don't sleep, but I will sleep. Okay, I want to sleep.
Yeah.
I don't want to
What
follow
time?
my schedule. Let's do the same three, two or three.
3. Yeah, 3. I'll do fight analysis after 3 on
Yes,
stream.
do fight analysis after that.
On studio.sunshinestateserver.org.
Studio.sunshine server. Dude, I bought this domain for $10 a year.
Sunshine State.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so step 1, define the blueprint schema.usda. The typed, but in Python, how? You do not write pure Python script to invent a custom schema from scratch manually. Instead, USD provides a code generation tool called USD Gen Schema. Creating a register. Bro, where did we learn this? USD Gen Schema.
And that's why I was saying in my dreams.
Oh, okay. Hmm. Hmm.
Dude, we how much memory we are using right now? We are almost using 24 gigs, and the CPU is heavily under the load. 90% usage.
Bro, that's why I was telling you it's not worth it.
But it's fine, dude. It's fine. Anyways, like that's why I max out the memory on my system.
Hmm.
Yeah. Like lately, earlier before 8 p.m., we were doing only like 6 gigs, and after 8 p.m., we are doing like on 10:44, 10:45, we are doing like 22 gigs, and the memory pressure
Hmm.
and the CPU pressure is also good.
Hmm. Nice.
Nice.
Stage equals to USD stage dot create in memory rig prim stage dot define prim rig asset print prim type rig create attribute create attribute. What does this do? What? Okay. I think we're gonna study this later in some some module. Okay. Next question. You are troubleshooting a USD scene where some prims are not visible in the renderer. You have checked the prim's visibility attribute is set to inherited. What is the next step you should take to diagnose the problem? Check the renderer settings for hidden layers. Check the prim's material assignment. Check the USD version being used by the renderer. Check the visibility attribute of the prim ancestors. Yes, I think D.
Right, you are
Or
trouble.
check the prim's bounding box, check the prim's transform, check the USD version being used now, check the prim's material assignment, check the render settings for. Yeah, I think it's this part.
And it, wait.
D.
What D? Can you scroll down? I think I'm not able to see that part of the screen. Right? Oh wait.
What?
Yeah, dude. Like there are some pretty small bugs. Only like on my view, what I'm seeing right now is I think cropped version of the screen. Yeah. You're troubleshooting a USD CMS symptoms are not visible in. Okay. Can you zoom out? Can you zoom out a bit? Oh yeah, now it makes a bit more. Yes. That's
Bro,
fine.
what? You are just able to see till here.
Till the fourth option for now. Like because of the view that I have selected, let me change the view. Screen share only. Yeah, okay. If I do the complete screen share only, then I'm able to see everything.
Yeah, it's a, just do that.
Okay. So you're troubleshooting a USDC where some prims are not visible in the renderer. You have checked to prim's visibility attribute and it is set to inherited. What is the next step you should take to diagnose the problem? Check the visibility attribute of the prim's ancestor. Check the USD versions being rendered. Wait, you have set it to inherited. You have checked the prim's visibility attribute and it is set to inherited. Oh yeah, it's gonna be the D only. That's pretty correct. But why
Check the
not
video.
A? Why do you think not A? Check the renderer setting for hidden layer.
Bro, hidden layer means what? Like hidden layer is
So hidden layer is a layer that exists, but it is hidden.
yeah. Oh, wow. You should I think apply for EB1A right away.
That's the plan, brother.
The fucking genius, the genius, you know, analytical that intellect you have. It's rare.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking correct,
Yes,
bitch.
the visibility attribute. Perfect. All right.
Hidden layers can affect the visibility, but inherited visibility should be checked first.
So you see that was also correct. Like if you would have multiple choice questions, then the check the render setting for hidden layers, and that would also be checked. Since this is
But shouldn't this be the first answer because layer is
but based on the
stronger
question,
in.
right? Based on the question, you have checked the prim's visibility attribute and is set to inherited. So based on the question we have and the line, so that is the most appropriate answer. Right, but the second appropriate answer would be to check the render setting for hidden layers. That's why I was trying to go with that. But if you would have multiple choice, both of the answers are almost close to correct.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What is the purpose of USD geom mesh prim type? Define geometric properties of polygonal mesh. Yes. E.
To define geometric properties of a polygonal mesh. What is the purpose of USD geom mesh prim type? Yes.
That's the right answer. Correct. And what does this do? Knobs. What is knobs?
The prim type.
Knobs surface.
I don't know. I think we are gonna explore it later on.
In OpenUSD, what is the purpose of USD render settings primitive? To manage animation data and rendering settings. Wow. For scenes such as resolution and camera parameters, to define material properties, to optimize geometry. Wow. It's straightforward. B. For a scene such as resolution and camera parameters. Okay. Yes. Controls render parameters.
You
You
have
have a scene with multiple objects, each with its own transform. USD primitive, which USD primitive type is most appropriate to group these objects for hierarchical organization? Which USD primitive type? Scope.
yes.
Yes. What?
Oh no, I think
What is the question?
this is wrong.
You have a scene with multiple objects, each with its own its own transform, bro.
Oh.
X form, yes. I didn't read the question completely. With its own transform, which USD primitive type is most appropriate to group these objects for hierarchical organization? Grouping them without any inherent geometric material properties, X forms provide transformation and can also serve as grouping containers but are less likely semantically clear than scopes for pure grouping. How can you get the list of all variant sets on USD Prim using Python?
How can you get list of all variant sets on a USD prim using Python? Okay, variant sets. I think get variant sets was the thing, right? By
By
using
using a custom scripting language, no, by using get
it
names,
should be A.
Prim's variant sets object.
Get name. So it I think let's list everything.
Yeah,
That is the most closest one. I think that would be the answer.
let's check. Yes, that is right. Get names method on Prim's variant types, variant set object. A robotics company is using USD to simulate robot behavior. They need to define collision properties for the robot's links. Which USD schema is most appropriate for defining collision properties?
Robotics
Hmm.
company is using USD to simulate robot behaviors. They need to define collision property. Okay, so we are just going with the names over here, right?
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, that would be an answer. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Correct.
Defining collision properties for physics simulation. You need to convert a Maya scene to USD while preserving animation data. Which approach is most appropriate?
Maya scene. Okay.
FBX file, then converted to USD, export the scene to use static USD file. As a static USD file, I think this one, export the scene as a Alembic file and convert it to USD, export the scene directly to USD using Maya USD plugin.
I think D. I would go with D because I do know that we have a lot of plugins that we can connect to. So I would just go with D. We can be wrong. Whoa.
Yeah, it's correct. Direct export is most efficient approach. This will not preserve animation. Okay.
Question
You
50.
need
What is the purpose of camera? I think C and D both can be an answer, but over here D. Sorry, what A, B, C, D, E. D and E can both be the answer, but we have to decide on which one would be more appropriate. I think
Mhm.
we'll go with the last one, E.
Geometric properties of camera rig. The material properties of camera lens. You're saying D.
E, 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 E. E for elephant.
Correct. Provide a standard way to define cameras and their properties in USD. Okay, that is 10 questions. What do you want to
Uh, let's go on to our OpenUSD
do?
and let's start working on the next one, like after Beyond Basics, since we recently completed
Hmm.
Beyond Basics.
And then, and then, let's, okay.
So what we can do, we can do two things. We can do wait.
Yeah, we can do creating composition arcs like
Let's
overview, setup, and this. And
let's
then we can do
yeah,
one quiz for value resolution in Beyond the Basics.
yeah, yeah.
And then
Before
20 questions for
we
that.
do a recap, like okay, let's just go through everything so that we don't get wrong answers this time. Like because last time we
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Okay. And so how many modules are we planning to go for?
In this new one,
Yeah.
creating composition arcs. Let's see. The overview is pretty small. We can do that. Setup is pretty small as well. Oh, I think now we need to start doing it in the IDE, I guess.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit, creating composition arcs exercise content. Oh damn. Ooh. I will have to open the IDE now. Nasty. Okay, and then setup, and then what is prim composition? Prim composition is not too big as well. We can do that.
But I
So
think
overview.
the setup. Let's start working on the setup right away then first, because the setup might take a bit of time. Okay, sub layers
I
exercise.
think what we can do is we can do water sublayers. And I mean, I think we can complete this part. Overview, setup, prim composition, and then sublayers, this part.
Yeah, perfect. That would be a good goal for today.
And then I think that would set us up well for this part for tomorrow. So let's start with overview and then we'll set it up.
Hmm.
Creating a composition arc. Creating composition arcs. OpenUSD recently introduced new composition arcs called relocates, the one that we were talking about the other day, which now included in the is now included in the strength ordering acronym. What was previously known as liver P's is now liver. Oh, liver P's is now as liver P's
We
with the E
have
representing
relocate,
relocate.
green. So
Yeah.
introduce a new composition called relocate, which is now included in the strength. Oh, so they have introduced a new
Yeah, yeah, for strength ordering.
yeah. What was previously known as libverbs is now libverbs with E representing
Hmm.
relocate. Learn Open USD will be updated soon to cover
Yeah.
relocate. But for now, please note that you may see both libverbs and libverbs used interchangeably. This module, creating composition arcs, is designed to equip you with the knowledge and skills necessary to effectively use OpenUSD's composition arcs to create and manage complex 3D scenes. You will learn how to leverage various composition techniques to build flexible and efficient USD workflows, improving interoperability between 3D applications and formats. Throughout this module, you will explore the fundamental concepts of USD composition, including layers, sublayers, references, payloads, variant sets, inherits, and specializes.
Hmm.
Engage in hands-on exercises using USD View and Python scripting to create, manipulate, and analyze USD scenes, gaining practical experience in applying these concepts to real-world scenarios. This
Hmm.
module is designed for those with experience in 3D graphics and OpenUSD, providing you with knowledge and skills to effectively use OpenUSD in your workflows. Can you scroll down?
We encourage you to actively participate in the exercises to enhance your learning experience. Learning objective: by the end of this module, you will be able to implement layers and sublayers to organize and structure USD scene data effectively. Create and manage references and payloads to build modular and efficient USD scenes. Apply proper encapsulation techniques. Design and implement variant sets to create flexible asset variation within USD scenes. Utilize inherits and specializes
Give me a
are
moment. I will be back. I have someone at the door. Let me just check.
uh,
Alright, so those were some kids. Alright.
mhm. So learning objective is implement layers and sublayers to organize structure USD scene data effectively. Create and manage reference payloads and payloads to build modular and efficient USD scenes. Apply proper encapsulation techniques. Design and implement variant sets to create flexible asset variation within USD scenes. Utilize inherits and specializes arcs to create hierarchical relationships and optimize scene and composition. Apply Leverpe's strength ordering to rules to predict and control USD composition results. Debug and troubleshoot complex USD compositions with USD View and Python. Debug and troubleshoot complex USD composition. Okay. USD View and Python module outline is uh, contains the following. Yeah, we already saw that setup. Okay, installing USD View and setting up Python instruction before proceeding. This module uses USD View and Python. If you haven't done so yet, please follow. Okay, so we already have this installing USD View. I think let's just check. Yeah, I think we already have this. Then what does it want me to do? This module includes interactive exercises to give you hands-on experience. This section will walk you through how to download and install exercise content. Download the required creating. What is this? Composition arcs file zip. We named this folder USD root when installing USD view. If you have not installed USD view, blah blah blah, copy the extracted folder into USD root by dragging and dropping it into the Explorer section of Visual Studio Code. I think I already have this. Let me open anti-gravity. I don't need to worry. I don't need to worry. The code is very furry. OpenUSD NVIDIA. Learn OpenUSD NVIDIA. Okay, we have this. I think we already have the USD root as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, if prompted over adding the first blah 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 composition arcs USD root and then copy the extracted folder into USD root. Oh, okay. I need to copy the downloaded folder over here. Finder, downloads, composition arcs. Yes, sir. So I have downloaded composition arcs over here. And then what else is it asking me to do?
Folder.
What?
Copy the composition arcs folder, I think. Where is the
Copy the extract folder. Yeah, I did this.
Did they copy the composition arcs folder? Like open the.
Yeah. Look at this.
Yeah,
Look
we
at
have
this
everything over
composition.
here then. Yeah, let's move on to
Yeah.
the next one.
And then activate your Python environment.
Blah blah blah. Yeah, like we have already
You,
did
if
this.
you have set a virtual environment, then run the appropriate command for your operating system in the terminal within Visual Studio Code. Start your virtual Python environment. So I think which one do we need to run over here?
We don't have to run anything. The Python notebook takes care of everything already. Go down.
You'll need to adapt the commands above if you named your virtual environment differently.
No, yeah, we can ignore that. We already have everything
Oh,
activated. Yeah, it's basically saying that whatever we have Which that
UV run launch notebooks
we are
launching.
using notebooks. It's fine. You can select the kernel. That's the thing. The only thing we have to figure out is go over there back. Go back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's go to next screen. Next screen. With
And they're like prim composition.
yeah, what down? That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, next screen. What is frame composition? That was the only setup we had to do. Everything is already
Uh,
activated since we have been doing this for a while.
When build info C make. Yeah, I think that's the correct. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, we have the exercise and everything over here as well. So composition arcs. What is prim composition? A prim is a primary container object in USD. It can contain and order other prims or hold different kinds of data. Okay. Uh, Property spec display color equal to yellow, prim spec layer. Probably I don't understand this diagram. Do you understand this?
Prim spec, property spec, and property spec. Yeah. So I think we have a layer, and then we have two property spec for that same prim layer. You know,
Yeah.
we have radius. So I think it's a sphere, and the radius of the sphere is 3, and the color will be yellow, and that is basically sun over here.
Mhm.
As we can see, what is prim composition? A prim is a primary container object in USD. It can contain and order other prims or hold different kinds of data. So we are also holding different kind of data. We are holding a string value data type, that is a color value. Then we have the property spec,
Float,
that is what we call
radius,
radius.
float,
Yeah, let's go down.
kind of data. Prim are composed of prim specs and property spec. A prim spec is an uncomposed prim in layer that contributes scene description to a composed prim. Contribute scene description to a composed prim. A prim is uncomposed. Okay. So display color is also a prim, or it's just a prim spec. Sorry.
Yeah,
And what is property spec? A property spec contains the data for a property within a layer. So here, display color is a property spec. Oh, this is a property spec, and this is a prim spec. A layer, a prim spec which is uncomposed prim in a layer. Oh, that contributes scene description. Oh, okay, got it. Prim specs and property specs represent data that is authored on layers. This can be authored on same layer or individual layers. Prim specs and property specs contain opinions about what the final composed prim should look like. Opinions, which is how we will generalize referring to specs for this module, are authored value that are stored in the prim spec and property spec in a particular way. Bro, what are you doing? What are you looking at?
so one of the issues that we are having on our stream is the system is kind of downscaling and upscaling the video quality, and I was trying to figure out why is it happening. So we
Mm-hmm.
have to figure it out, and I'm just giving Cloud Code an instruction that hey, just make a note of it, and we can work on it later on.
Mm.
So right now, if you look at our stream, there has been a lot
Bro,
of
I would say don't focus on that too much now. Let's focus here.
yeah.
I think
And
that
this is
is more
easy stuff.
important.
Bro. This is easy stuff. Like I did went through the whole thing, and it's nothing more that we need. We are gonna mess right now because we already did a prim composition and we already played with the hands-on experience. Like
Okay.
we are doing it in a different manner. That's why we were able to figure out. So this prim composition, if we go to composition basics, we already ran the window locally. I think
Oh yeah.
yeah, and then we were able to figure out different kind of views for that layer. So yeah, let's
Mm.
go down. So cause it is
Let
basic.
me read this.
Yeah.
Prim specs and property specs represent data that is authored on layers. Okay. Layer is a container that stores USD scene description, typically backed by a file on disk. This can be authored on same layer or an individual or on individual layers. Print specs and property specs contains opinions. Opinions are atomic elements of scene description that participate in value resolution. About what the final composed prim should look like. Opinions. Oh, prim specs and property specs contain opinions. So that is where the opinions come. About what the final composed prim should look like.
Yes.
Opinions, which is how we will generalize referring to specs for this module. Okay, opinions, which is how we will generalize referring to specs for this module, are authored values that are stored in the prim spec and property spec in a particular layer. hmm Default prim is equal to world. Prim spec is over world.
Prim spec
Oh,
is
okay.
overriding. So over here we are overriding with world prim spec. That's why the radius
Overriding.
overriding. Override. That's what
Oh.
this word is for. Like the
Hmm.
default prim is world over here, but for some reason we are trying to override the values with,
hmm
right?
So prim specs and property specs are combined during composition. So the prim spec is over sphere, and then property spec is the opinion. Okay. Those are combined during composition. Knowing that properties can be attributes or relationships. When talking about property specs, you can infer that there are attribute specs and
And
relationship specs. You can interact with specs using the SDF Scene Description Foundation API. Both prim spec and property spec have their own API that is based off SDF spec API.
okay, so this is something new. SDF, and then we have SDF spec API.
Yeah. Huh. You can interact with specs using SDF API. Both prim and spec, both prim spec and property spec have their own API that is based off SDF spec API. Dude, this is confusing. What
Yeah.
does this mean?
So I think that this is something new. Can you click on SDF spec? I think it's gonna open something.
No, this is not clickable. This is clickable.
Okay, yeah, let's go into that and see.
SDF
Oh, okay, okay.
spec
So
stuff.
SDF is the only SDF spec API. What is the Python use case gonna go down? This is more C++. Let's go down.
Where is it written C++? plus plus?
The first line, dude. Hash include spec.h.
Oh, this is, yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking for more of a Python code. Do we have any? Oh, okay. These are the values that we can get. These are the functions and API member functions. Okay, clear fields. Okay, void. But these are all C++. I don't need C++. Why do we have C++? We need Python. Why do they not have? Why don't they have Python? Python.
Hmm.
Python.
I'm gonna ask Gemini to explain this part.
Yeah. And also ask Gemini to explain with Python examples. Dude, the connection rate is dropping a lot.
But the stream is fine, right?
Yeah, the stream is fine. Yeah, it's fine. 42%. I think if more than if more people joins us, then I think my system will go great. Go. Like if we have multiple people trying to stream through my system, yeah, it's gonna go.
Not the viewers, right?
No, not the viewers, but like let's say somebody else comes over on the site and tries to
Mm-hmm.
stream their own YouTube channel, like similar to how River
Mm,
does. So I know
mm,
now I know why they are charging $12. That is only the cost that they're trying to cover for the VPS.
mm.
That's it. That's fine. We have cloud code for that.
Hmm. Okay, it's bro. Why does it fall back to Lego Castle always?
Give say don't fall back to Lego Castle.
Fuck.
Understand?
Here is how the concepts of the Learn OpenUSD page break down analytically. The prim, Lego brick, or object. In OpenUSD, a primitive is fundamental building block. The analogy: think of prim as an object in your scene, like a specific 3D sphere or castle tower. It's the physical container or folder that holds all details about what the object is. Specs and opinions, the sticky notes.
Dude, why
Prints
do you
don't just,
dude? It's explaining everything. I only asked you for that Python thing, dude. Why?
bro, wait. I am gonna ask that as well. I just want to understand the context of the whole page first,
Okay,
and then
so
I'll,
by the image, you're not able to understand the context till now.
bro,
No, tell me
just
that only.
relax,
Just
bro.
tell me that. Why
No,
are you
no,
not able
I'm
to
not.
understand the
I'm not.
context?
I'm not able to understand.
Why?
What do you
Why?
want to do now?
Why?
I am dumb.
Go,
I'm
go,
dumb.
you
I'm dumb,
go back and
motherfucker.
look at your stream. Do
I
your
am not
revision.
like you. I'm
Do
not
your
like you,
revision.
bro.
Just ask
You
the
are,
context
like you
question.
said,
Don't
right?
need the
Hidden
Python.
layer.
Don't
Hidden
need
layer.
the Python code. That's it.
What is layer? Hidden layer? The layer that is hidden.
Yes. That is
Top
hidden.
G.
Yes.
I'm not the, I'm not the EB1A category.
I'm also not, bro. I'm a F1 immigrant, non-immigrant.
Not,
F1 non-immigrant.
what is different between immigrant and non-immigrant?
I don't know, bro. That is the category we have.
We are
Non-immigrant.
non-immigrant.
Yeah, we are non-immigrants.
What? How does that work?
Wait, F1 non-immigrant visa versus immigrant visa. So F1 is a
Um,
non-immigrant temporary visa for a study. So it's a basically temporary visa. We are not gonna be over here for a while for a long time. It indicates that we will go back eventually. And immigrant
mm,
visas are issued to people who intend to live in the US permanently. Like they are over here and they are intending to live
mhm.
into the America permanently. Like H1
Ooh,
holders that come for work over here. So when we come over here as
that is an immigrant visa, right?
yeah, yeah. Or green card
Uh,
holders.
I see.
Yeah, or asylum seekers, like people who are seeking asylum or anything like that. All those comes under immigrant.
I see.
And we so like for H1B, the once your lottery once your H1B is picked up, you have a kind of
Mm,
unlimited, I would say attempts, not attempts, renewals. But for an F1, it's limited to the course of the duration of course or the plus including the STEM OPT training and all those things.
mm-hmm,
So that's why they only give you like 5-year visa.
mm-hmm.
And that's why whenever you go to, like, whenever you come back or whenever you
Mm-hmm.
have the immigration check, they're gonna ask you, okay, so what's your plan looks like? Why are you over here?
Mm. Good, good, very good.
Yeah.
Specs and opinions. The sticky notes, prims don't exist perfectly formed. They are built out of specs. Property spec is like drawing line point analogy. Imagine you have a blank blueprint of castle tower. A property spec is like drawing a line pointing to the tower and writing color or height. Drawing a line pointing to the tower. Okay, the opinion is the actual value you write down, like writing yellow next to the color or 3.0 next to the radius. Got it. Oh, okay. And then multiple people can look at the same tower blueprint and write down different opinions on their own sticky notes about what color or size it should be. Multiple people can. Okay. Layers, the transparent overlays. Layer is a single document where these specs and opinions are saved. The analogy, imagine an animator's old school light table or Photoshop layers. Structural architect draws the basic shape of the castle walls on the clear sheets of plastic. The lighting designer places torches and shadow details on a second clear sheet of plastic. Okay, layer 2. Set dresser adds banners and battle damage on third clear sheet of plastic. Each team or workstream works entirely independently on their own sheet without touching or ruining anyone else's drawing. Composition, the final stack. Composition is the magic engine of the OpenUSD that combines everything together. Analogy thus acts as a stacking of all those transparent plastic sheets exact on the top of each other, blah, blah, blah. Opinion structure merged into one single cohesive, beautiful, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and now, and you want to see SDF in Python.
Yes, that is what
Okay.
I want to see. SDF usage in Python.
Knowing that properties can be attribute or relationship when talking about property specs can infer that there are attribute specs and relationship specs. Uh, you can interact with specs using SDF. Okay, this part. You can interact with SD specs using SDF API. Both prim spec and property spec have their own API that is based off SDF spec API. Explain this and show examples in Python. Okay, in USD, the text you highlighted from Learn OpenUSD points to a crucial architectural distinction. The difference between the high-level compose scene and low-level raw ingredients, the SDF scene description foundation API, is how you look under the hood to see exactly what is written in the specific layer file, completely bypassing USD's composition logic. The SDF, what does this mean?
Uh,
How you look under the hood, see exactly what is written in a specific layer file, completely bypassing USD's composition logic? Bro,
to understand what SDF is doing
is
compared
that
to
your notification?
what? No, that's yours.
That bell. Why was it so loud?
Dude, that's not my notification.
What the fuck?
The analogy the cook was versus the inventor auditor to understand SDF.
Bro, first explain me this. What does this mean under
The
like
analogy
what
is
is
over there, right over there. It's gonna explain you. That's why the analogy is over there, brother.
okay. To understand what SDF is doing compared to standard high level USD API, imagine restaurant kitchen. A standard high level USD API, imagine a
Restaurant
restaurant.
kitchen, yes. The USD API, the cook. When you ask the cook, what does this soup taste like right now? They taste the final, fully composed soup in the pot. It doesn't matter if the salt came from the prep chef morning shift or the head chef's pinch at the end. You get the final combined result. Okay. The SDF API, the inventory auditor. The auditor doesn't taste the final pot. They walk over to the specific storage shelf, pull out one specific jar labeled prep chef shift layer A, and look inside to see exactly how much salt that specific person contributed. And
Oh,
look at the spec via SDF, you're looking at the raw uncomposed data written on a single sheet of paper, because both the print spec and the definition of object container. The
hmm,
property spec, the definition of an attribute like radius are just structural entries on the sheet of paper. Okay, okay. So SDF spec is basically we are looking at the the data that is
the
raw.
particular property spec,
Yeah,
like
no,
just
no,
the
but
one
that is raw. Like it is composed data, right? But we
uncomposed data. It is
no,
not
no, no.
composed data.
We know it's no. So it is look. So if it is composed still, we can directly take a look at the raw data that was earlier with before the compose. So for example, I would say, let's say you load a layer. So no, you load a prim from a reference layer, right? From a reference, and that prim is, for example, a sun.usd, right? And in the
Hmm,
property of that sun is like 6 is the radius, and
hmm,
the display color is going to be red, right?
hmm,
And then when you compose it, the display color changes,
hmm,
because like there have been some override or something. There are some other layers that are interacting with that prim. So now you want to take a look what was there before the compose, or what was basically in the file before everything was merged together, and before we saw the
hmm,
output. So we can use SDF library to basically
hmm,
go and look into the inventory sheet, or into the into the object or the prim directly before it was overridden by something else, to find
hmm,
out what was the fallback values that we need to know. That is what it is trying to say over here,
hmm.
right? Let's take a look at the example. So if we scroll down, here is a practical Python trace showing.
1 second. When you look at a spec via SDF, you are looking at the raw uncomposed data written on a single sheet of paper, because both print spec, the definition of an object container, and property spec, the definition of an attribute like radius or color, are just structural entries on a sheet of paper. Yes, they both inherit their foundational properties from a base called SDF spec. Here is a practical Python trace showing how you interact with low-level specs using SDF, contrasted with how you normally view them via USD. Setup. Creating a layer. First, let's look at what standard USDA file contains. If we have a layer with a sphere, prim, and radius property, it looks like this. Yes, def sphere, my sphere, double radius. This is 5. And then high level USD approach, compose scene. From PXR import, if you want to evaluate the final scene, you want to do stage equals to stage.usda, example.usda, stage.open, get the high level composed prim object, USD prim equals to stage.get prim path, my sphere,
Print prim.
print prim, output USD prim, my sphere, get the high level composed attribute object, USD dot attribute, radius
So
attribute
this is
equal
the
print
most high level
attribute
approach.
radius.
You go with USD only. Now,
Yeah, print radius attribute dot get. Okay, and then now low level SDF approach. If you want to interact with the raw definitions directly inside that file without creating a stage or running composition, you use the SDF layer API. Notice how we extract the prim spec and property spec objects, both of which utilize methods inherent from SDF spec. If you want to interact with the raw definition directly inside that file, without creating stage or running composition, you use SDF layer API. You notice how we extract the prim spec and property spec objects, both of which utilize methods inherits from SDF spec, like checking their type or checking what layer they live in.
oh, okay, okay. Oh,
So open the raw layer file directly without creating a composed stage. What does, okay, so a layer equals to SDF dot layer. Oh, so we didn't use SDF over here. We just
Yeah,
used
that's right,
stage.
without composing it. So we want to look at it before we are trying to compose it.
So we are storing SDF dot layer dot find or open example. So this is already existing,
Yeah, that's an
right?
example. Yeah, that's an
And
example.
we are
We are
storing the
storing it,
SDF.
we are just opening it. We are not storing it anywhere. It's
No,
an,
no, no. We are array, bro, but we are initializing a variable layer and then we are storing it inside a layer and name like
but
we
we
are
are not
fetching the
storing it.
USDA.
The keyword is wrong. We are loading it. We are not storing it. So if we are storing it, then we are storing it locally. That's what we need.
Open the raw layer file directly without creating a fully composed stage. Okay.
So we are only
Okay.
storing the file. That is
And
a different thing.
okay, interacting with prim spec, we search for the raw prim specification at this path inside this specific layer. So prim spec equals to layer dot get prim at path
Slash
my sphere.
here.
So prim spec is equal to what does this mean? Layer dot get prim at path. So it's gonna do what? What is this doing?
It says we search for the raw prim spec. So it's gonna, I think, load the prim spec. What is the prim specifications? I think attributes and other critical information that we want to see.
Class pxr dot sdf dot prim spec.
Okay, so it's a class. Oh, that's a class type. And then because it inherits from SDF spec, like let's look at the next line. Oh, type name. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, yeah, yes, I was correct. I was correct. Like it is gonna load the metadata of that file. Like what is the type of the file? What are we trying to load? So if we look at the other print statement, we have print spec dot type name. We have sphere. Then we if we look at the other statement, print prim spec dot layer equal to layer. Then you have either is it
It's
inherited,
checking it.
yeah,
It is checking it. Yeah.
either it is
True
inherited
inherited from
or it
sdf
is a
spec.
raw layer. So I think that class prim spec is a class that has all the metadata kind of properties all about that layer. That will be essential for a developer to look at when they're trying to build something or to understand what the layer does or what are the properties of the layer in a manner like if
Oh, print type. So
yeah,
type of prim spec is
class,
class.
yeah, that's a class prim spec class.
And then pxrsdf dot prim spec.
The prim spec sense is going to be an object, right? Yeah, it's going to
Mm-hmm.
be an object, and we won't be able to print that. That's why we have to go with prim spec dot type name or prim spec dot layer or something like that. And then we navigate. Scroll down, and then we navigate into the prim spec property to pull the raw property, right? Oh, okay. Then we have attributes API that we can use to get the radius. Okay, okay. So we have print type prop underscore spec. Oh,
Prim spec dot attributes radius.
and then what is the type over here? Oh, so as we can see, the class is attribute spec class.
Mm-hmm.
Star dot sdf dot attribute spec. Okay, and then querying the raw opinion. Then we are trying to get the raw values that it will have. So prim spec dot default, and it outputs 5.0. That means it is the default fallback opinion
Mm-hmm.
player has inside the file before
Mm-hmm.
anything gets overridden or composed of. Oh, so it's
Mm-hmm.
more of a debugging API thing where you can debug the raw properties of the layer before trying to compose it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense, makes sense. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's like partially I understood what this is doing.
Yeah, I think if you go,
So
if you
SDF is just scene description foundation. API is just allowing us to,
look at the
you
raw
know,
specs before
yeah.
composing it. Earlier we were using USD to compose the file, and then we were,
Both prim spec and property spec have their own API that is based off SDF spec API.
yes.
Okay.
Uh,
So this is just some summary feature USD API, USD prim, USD dot attribute, SDF dot prim spec, SDF dot attribute spec. Okay. And then perspective, the final composed scene graph, single isolated file. Dynamic calculates values based on layer opinions and strength. Static shows exactly what is typed in the specific file. Common use case rendering, reading asset values, runtime engines animating, pipeline tooling, asset creators, layer splitting utilities. Okay. Understood. Now that we understand how prims are composed, let's dive in deeper to understand how they work. Example USD, materials.usda and lightnings.usda. So def form, def x form world, and then def sphere, and then double radius. So what are layers? Layer is a single document that is parsable by USD. USD layers are documents such as files uh, or hosted resource containing prims and properties. For any given layer, these prims and properties are sparsely defined as prim specs and property spec. When and why do you use them? Projects often have different data producers, teams, users, department services, application, etc. that would like to collaborate or contribute to the project. We like to refer to these different data sources as work streams. Work streams author their respective data to their own USD layer independently. Then USD composes the layer into one cohesive project. Okay, since each workstream authors its data independently of the other, they leverage USD's core superpower, collaborative, non-destructive editing. Since each workstream authors data independently of others. Okay. So it's basically doing the version controlling for all the layers.
yeah.
And then USD layer are also useful to structure USD content in a way that is suitable for optimization features like deferred loading, payloads, or instancing. Okay, I got it, but not 100%. Like it's 80%.
Yeah, I think when once we do some hands-on example, you will get more. Next, sub layers. I think this would be really interesting. In this lesson, we will dive into the fundamental concept of sub
Oh,
layers,
wait. Mhm.
which form the backbone of USD's composition system. In this module, we will define layers and sublayers in the context of OpenUSD and
And explain their roles in scene composition.
identify when and why to use sublayers in USD workflows, create and manipulate sublayers using USD View and Python, implement sublayers to organize USD content from multiple work streams effectively, debug and troubleshoot sublayers composition using USD Views layer stack view. In the following unit, we will take a closer look at what are sublayers, exercise, working with sublayers, and sublayers FAQ. I see. Okay, okay. So we are going to define some layers, identify when to use. All right, perfect. And then we are going to manual. Let's go next. Next.
One second, implement sublayers to organize USD content from multiple workstreams effectively, debug and troubleshoot layer sublayer composition using USD views layer stack. Okay. Bro, 1 minute, I'm coming. I need to get a floss. 1 second.
Lost?
Yeah. For my teeth. My something is irritating in my teeth. Oh fuck. Hmm. Hmm. So, sublayers is composition arc that combines multiple layers into an ordered stack with shared namespace in an include fashion. Bro, we already have hit 74 views in record time today.
Crazy because studio dot sunshine states were not on. The server is killing it.
Mm-hmm.
The server
Why?
is killing it. Yeah, bro, I got a great LinkedIn Memorial Day post coming.
You're gonna post this.
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna post this. This is a new project. I always wanted to work with WebRTC.
Mm,
Yeah, like this is for everyone. Like people who do not have FaceTime, people who do not want to use WhatsApp, and this is more of a
mm.
secure line. WhatsApp says if
It's not secure, bro.
not it's secure since the everything is going through my server. Like whatever
Mm-hmm.
session we are having right now, like we know that the data that we are traversing through the internet is going through my server. If we do FaceTime, the data is getting traversed through Apple server, not like something from a secured line kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we use any other tool that like Video Ninja, we don't know like what they're trying to do with that. Since for that Video Ninja as well, you need a server so that you
Mm,
can do the stream and all those things.
mm,
This is more of a secure line that we have created, and the only place where the data is getting transferred is through Cloudflare. Like I can take down the Cloudflare firewall as well, but then my
mm,
server will become more vulnerable to attacks or anything.
mm.
That's why I'm gonna go with Cloudflare for now.
I see.
Yeah, and I think enter YouTube servers since we are live as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. This is breakthrough. It's like solving the Erdos problem.
What problem?
So recently, I think Erdos,
Aerodove.
yeah, Erdos, search
I
ERDOS.
think I have heard about it, and I think I've done this also. Aerodove somewhere. Is it something math problem, right?
Yeah, that's a map. As ERDOS. Erdos.
Aerodove.
Yeah, problems, not number. Problems, such problems. Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, OpenAI was able to solve one of the most difficult problem for like for like I think literally less than $500.
Ah.
Yeah, like if you count the token usage and everything,
Mm-hmm.
but you need to also count the R&D burn as well. So yeah, that's a different thing.
Mm-hmm. Not for us.
Yeah, not for us.
Top 10 error problems.
Yeah.
What is this problem? Random sound. But like, what's the point of this?
I think these are some of the most difficult maths problems that exist. In
I
the,
know that, but being difficult and being useful are two different things.
I don't know about that. Like I just read it on Twitter and I did not do. Like you can ask Gemini right over there. Is this useful? And the question that you just asked me
Hmm.
as,
I'm gonna do that in my free time.
and
Okay, sublayers.
what
Sit
are
down, bro.
do next?
Yeah.
Do next.
Uh,
Yes.
what are sublayers? Sublayers are a list of USD layers that are ordered by opinion strength. Okay, sublayers are a list of USD layers that are ordered by opinion strength. That is, first layer is stronger than the last layer. Each layer overlays on top of each other and provides opinions specs. When a layer is composed as sublayer, all of its contents are added to the destination layer in an include fashion without any remapping. When and why do you use them? When working with large scenes, being able to have each work stream work in their own smaller manageable sublayers make it easier to work in this. Wait, over here it says sublayers are a list of USD layers that are ordered by opinion strength. That is, first layer is stronger than the last layer. Each layer overlays on top of each other and provides opinions or specs. When a layer is composed as sublayer, all of its contents are added to destination layer.
Yeah.
When a layer is composed as sublayer, all of the contents are added to destination layer in an include fashion without remapping. What does this mean?
Go up. Go up. All right.
Oh yeah, I didn't see this.
So let's say material.usd and lightning.usd are sublayers. If you take a look at the example we have, and our example.usd is the main layer. So
Yeah,
whatever data we have, it says when a layer is composed as a sublayer, all of its contents are added to the destination layer. So what is the destination layer over here? So the destination
example.
.usd. So that's what it's
Hmm.
talking about. So it's gonna pull in every other data from the sub layers that you have referenced over there and combine
Hmm.
it into the main layer so that you can see the output as we saw over here that
Hmm.
there is a blue how would I say blue
Sphere.
sphere with an
Hmm.
intensity 500. So all those got composed onto the top layer eventually.
Hmm. The first layer is stronger than the last layer, each layer, blah blah blah. When a layer is composed as sublayer, so materials.usd in this case, all of its contents are added to the destination layer in an include fashion without any remapping. What is include fashion?
like include fashion. I think it would be a standardized manner. So first you're gonna include material, and then you're gonna include lighting, like that maybe.
Bro, why does Gemini fucking give a in
So I'm
short,
the only one that is using Gemini. That's why I use Perplexity most of the time.
stop fucking glazing perplexities dick, bro,
Always
all the time.
plays Perplexity.
Just because you use it,
Me a lot in a lot of things, and I pay freaking $5 every month. So yeah.
what is this include? Bringing in sublayers in an include fashion meet, direct merging, it works like plus slash include in C++, or an import statement dropping the entire sublayer's content straight into the parent layer. Oh, okay. So it becomes like a library or something, and then it gets import. Not library, sorry. It basically gets referenced into the parent layer by doing. In Python we do from materials.usda import blah blah blah, like import color or something like that. I think that's what it's going to do. Dropping entire sublayer's content straight into the parent layer, no hierarchy changes. The raw data is brought in exactly as written without moving, renaming, or remapping any of the prim paths. Clean layering. It allows independent files like layout and lighting to stack cleanly on top of one another to build the final scene. I see. Okay. Okay. I understand this. When and why do you use them? You want to read this or should I read it?
You can.
When working with large scenes, being able to have each work stream work in their own smaller manageable sublayers makes it easier to work in the scene. For example, one work stream could be working on lighting while another work stream could be works on asset layout. These sublayers are independent but can be composed together. That way, as new assets are added in one work stream, the lighting work stream does not have to change. Okay. Each work stream can also work independently without blocking each other. Okay. So over here, root layer is the example.usda thing, and then this is sublayer A. So it gets referenced over here as sublayers, sublayer B and .usd and sublayer A.usd, and the sublayer A is world geometry cube double size 100. So this is layer A and this is layer B because this is sphere and this is this. Oh, so this is a composed result. Okay, got it. So basically,
Yeah, just look at
it's
sublayer A and sublayer B first, and then look at the root layer.
yeah,
So you have to do
yeah.
bottom up approach in this. That's how the compose scene and the whole layer thing works over here. As said in the above statement, that first you compose the bottom layer, and then you compose the layer above that, and then you compose when everything gets composed into the root layer, where you have defined the layers. So I think if we change the arrangement, or maybe like the ordering of the layers that we have defined, then it's gonna change the way the outcome of the results accordingly. Since it's gonna follow the levers, like, so whatever is in the bottom has the least priority, and whatever is at the top has the most priority over here,
Hmm.
I would say.
On the top has most priority and on the bottom is has least priority. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. Hmm. Let me see if anybody is putting anything in the chat. Nothing. Bro, nobody fucking puts anything in the chat.
We're
People
doing
watch
boring
this,
stuff,
but
bro. We are doing right now boring stuff. Once we start rendering the fun stuff, right? Like robots doing some kind of work or some kind of animation. Then
People are gonna start requesting, please, can you render this girl?
yeah,
Can you render this
all about
anime
time. Yeah,
character?
it's all about time. We are right now like basically building Tesla, so no one gives a fuck about what Tesla looks like before the hood or under the hood, but everyone wants to
Hmm.
get the butter and everything once the product.
Hmm. Starting from left to right, we have our root layer that contains two sublayers, sublayer B and sublayer A. Our root layer also contains an XForm called world. So, but oh yeah, XForm world, def scope geometry with a scope called geometry. In sublayer A, we use world and geometry. Under geometry, we have defined a cube of size 100. Yes. We also have world and geometry under geometry. What? In sublayer A, we have. Do you understand this? You are muted.
In sublayer A, we also have a world and geometry. In under geometry, we have defined a cube. In sublayer B, the setup is similar. This part or which part are you talking about? The second paragraph,
In
right?
s- in sublayer A, we also have world and geometry, right? So, but that is over world and over geometry, right?
Yeah, but everything is getting composed, right? Everything is getting composed. Like we don't need to give a shit about the sublayers, like the
Mm-hmm.
content in the sublayer. That is the important thing, because like those layers are getting loaded. So we are assuming over here that the sublayer already has some kind of critical data.
Okay. Okay. In OpenUSD, seeing the keyword over as in overworld has very specific meaning and structural significance. Here is what the breakdown of that means. The meaning, I am just visiting an extension order creation. When you see def cube, you are defining a brand new object. Okay. When you see overworld, it means over, short for override. The analogy, imagine shared Google Doc or a Git branch. Def is like writing completely new paragraph. Over is like dropping a comment or tracked changes on a paragraph that someone else already wrote. It tells USD composition engine, I am not creating a new group called world. I am just pointing to the existing world prim created elsewhere and pinning some new information like a subprim or an attribute change inside it. Okay, got it. So I have one doubt over here, but I think that will be resolved in this. Okay, in sublayer A, we also have world and geometry. Under geometry, we have defined a cube of size 100. Huh. In sublayer B, the setup is similar to sublayer A, except under geometry, we have defined a sphere of radius 50. On the far right, we see composed result. This composed result shows both sphere and a cube. So, what? And then in this part, it is saying the same thing, but over here it is saying over cube double size 50. So I think cube is gonna be of size 50 now. So now let's add a differing opinion for the size of cube in sublayer B, showing in the green of the image. If we look back at our root layer on the left, we see that sublayer B comes before sublayer A, meaning the authored opinions in sublayer B will outweigh the sublayer A. Hmm. I understand it, but it's a bit confusing. But okay.
So that's what I said, like the ordering. is most important over here.
Yeah, that's right. If I did this sublayer A before sublayer B over here,
Yeah, it's gonna
that's
change.
gonna change the ordering. Yeah,
Gonna change it.
and then this is going to become the main one, and this is
Yeah,
going to get ignored.
that is the most important concept over here
Mm-hmm.
that we need to understand. Apart from it, I think that's all basics. Let's start working with the exercise now.
One thing, and this is why in the compose result, sublayer B opinions for cube size 50 was used instead of size 100 from. But I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
If we had, like, if we didn't have over here, like, if we just had def cube and then double size equal to 100, and we had over cube double size equal to 50, will this be still overriding this part, right?
Yeah, it will be overriding until unless the so the
I let me
ordering,
ask this
sub-layer
to the
ordering is the
camera.
most important thing. That is the only
Mm-hmm.
thing that will matter over here because you are eventually composing it to the main layer, and when the layer composes it, it's gonna give the preference to the layer that has the highest ordering sequence, like one, two, accordingly. So sublayer B is one and sublayer A is second. So first will be given the priority when we are trying to compose.
Yeah. Priority. Okay, good question. Okay, specifiers def versus over do not dictate trend. A common point of confusion is thinking def defined specifier is stronger than override specifier. In USD value resolution, layer position always trumps the specifier types. Ah, liver peas.
Yeah,
Okay.
layers. That's why they had that important line up over there at the starting only. That the ordering
Oh,
matters a lot for the
I
layers.
think we have done one of the MCQ question also
Yeah,
where we got this wrong.
yeah.
We selected that because the we selected the wrong option, which was saying that def was gonna override over the layer part. Ah, I see. So we use over when we are just overriding an existing prim. So, okay, I have one more question.
Yeah.
So the over in B will not work if the def cube was not defined in sublayer A, right?
No, it will work, I think.
No, no, exactly right. I was right. If def cube didn't exist in sublayer A or any other lower layer, the
So
override sublayer
what
layer would have nothing to
if,
attach
what if
itself to.
instead of over def cube existed?
What?
Instead of over def cube existed in layer B.
Yeah, then it will obviously
No,
create it.
ask it. No, ask it.
Yeah, you're right. It will create it because
I just want to verify. That's what I'm saying. Like, ask him once. Like, we can be wrong.
okay, wait. To make sublayer B completely independent, so it doesn't rely on sublayer A present, you would need to change overcube to def cube. See, it's saying it.
Okay, okay, perfect, perfect.
Yeah, all the doubts are clarified now. Nice exercise. Working with sublayers finally.
Let's go.
Head over to Visual Studio Code and open the following file: composition arc sublayer simple example sublayer a.usd. Composition. What is that? Sublayer simple example. Sublayer simple example.
Yeah, that's it.
Sublayer. Yeah.
Wait, we should look at the Python file, right? Or wait, what the hell?
No, dot USD file.
Oh, okay, okay,
See.
okay.
We will also be looking at sublayer B and sublayer simple USD. Looking at sublayer A USDA, we can see the cube is defined under geometry, which is a child of world. You might have noticed that world and geometry both have over specifier. Bro, why are we not getting the color encoded thing over here?
Because you do not have that extension.
What is that?
Go to extensions.
Yeah,
Install Prettier. Prettier. Yeah,
yeah.
this one. And you need to change your color theme as well. Do Command Shift P. Theme. Search theme. THEME theme. Yeah, preference color theme or browse color themes in marketplace, whatever you want. And do no, you do not have all the color themes. Go do Command Shift P again. Do yeah color no, browse marketplace. Do them browse.
Wait, let me see if.
Do
Oof.
It's gonna make you color blind. But not have,
Dark modern.
but let me just take a look at my setup and then I will just tell you. Because I have those themes already in my setup.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, but why are you not getting extensions? Okay, install bearded theme. Search for bearded theme. Bearded. Yes, this one.
Oh,
Yeah, and then yeah, you can just walk through whatever you like and open the sublayer.usd file over there as well. Yeah, now just do Command Shift P. Theme. Yeah, bearded theme. Yeah, let's just walk through whatever you like. But
but
why?
it's not changing the.
Wait. Prettier should take care of that. Is Prettier loaded? Just do a Command Shift P reload. Reload. Yeah, the second one. Okay, for some reason you do not Rainbow CSV. Yeah, that are the only extension that I do have. PowerShell, Prettier, bearded theme. Okay, what theme are you on? Let me just verify which theme I am at. Theme. Oh, I think you do not have that USDA extension installed. Okay, okay, we need the USDA as well.
Wait, I'm restarting my ID.
Oh, dude, I think bracket pair. We need that color for USD. Like if you open a Python file, it's gonna pick it up, right? But for .usd color theme for USD syntax in VS Code. Oh,
Mm.
search for dark pastel pink.
Wait, I think I'm restarting my anti-gravity. I think that
Search
it
for
was
dark
out of date.
pastel pink. That's gonna do it because that is the one that loads everything. That's
Yeah,
what
wait.
I say is over here.
Bro, why is my anti-gravity taking so
We
long?
are anti gravity. That's a piece of shit. Do
Yeah,
not
I'm installing this
use
VS Code.
VS Code, dude. VS Code is the best. Anti gravity. I hate anti gravity for some reason. Google is not doing good work.
Oh, 1 second. It's almost done. Sublayers exercise. No, what was that? Composition arcs.
Composition arc, sublayers.
Then simple example sublayer.
Yeah.
Sublayer, yeah. Okay. And then what was the fucking extension you were saying? Prettier, right?
Yeah, prettier.
But I already have it. Why is it not enabled?
It's enabled. Go click on the file again. Click on the file now.
Yeah.
Uh, I think. Do you have USD installed? Search USD. I think the VS Code is not picking up the USD file. Like it's not assuming. Yeah, yeah. It's not. It doesn't know what is .usd right now. That's why. Search for USD over here in your
Over here,
yeah, yeah, USD.
USD language.
Yeah, install that. Yeah, install this.
Select. What is this?
Dude, I think I don't know. Just do escape. Now do install. Yeah. Yeah, now it's gonna do it. Probably now.
Oh, right.
There we go.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Earlier, like it doesn't know that
Mm-hmm.
what is.
Okay, now I'll just increase the size a little bit. Okay, perfect. We have VS Code again. Okay, and now what is it asking us to do? So looking at sublayer A USDA, we can see that cube is being defined under geometry, which is a child of world. So cube is defined under geometry, which is a child of world. Okay, up axis is Y. Okay, you might have noticed that world and geometry both have an over specifier. Okay, both have an over specifier. Yes. Uh, which blah blah blah. Now let's look at sublayer B dot USDA. Sublayer B. Yes. You should notice two changes compared to sublayer A USDA. Those differences are a new def specifier for sphere and over specifier for cube. Right. I'll open this in the second tab. Are you able to see?
Yeah.
Okay. No, we lost all the viewers. That's fine. Okay, so
We should
yes,
we should make a girl join our stream, and then for sure we will have a lot of viewers.
bro, I'm telling you, bro. I think we should just add one more thing over here and then add like an AI girl persona.
Okay, you know what? I will
I
work on
think,
it. I will work on it, right? Okay, I will work on that. I will work on that. For the category completed, right? I'm gonna do that. Don't worry. That is the next step. To add,
yes, bro. I think that will be fun.
a girl comes, wiggle.
Not okay, not a girl, but like some celebrity or something like
No, no,
just
we
like an
can't
AI
have
persona.
it. Then it would be like too much. But I know I will take care of it. Don't worry. I will take care. I know what to do.
Bro, don't do some vulgar ass shit. I'm
If you
telling you.
want views or not, just tell me that. If you
I
want,
don't no, I don't want views.
okay.
Please. I don't wanna fucking, a fucking investor would come and look at our video and be like, what the fuck
But
are these guys doing?
hey, wait. We are not. We are working our thing. That is only for entertainment for our viewers. Okay. I think and US
Hmm.
investors are pretty chill, I would guess. And like,
I see.
uh,
Hmm. All right. So okay, so this is the difference that they were trying to show over here. Now let's look at sublayer B, USDA. You should notice two changes compared to sublayer A. Those differences are new depth specifier for sphere. So there are new depth specifier for sphere, okay, and then over specifier for cube again. Yes, and then so why are over specifier used over being over here? Over is short for override, or I think this is the same thing it's trying to make us understand that we did over here.
mhm.
Over is a short for override or compose over. Its purpose is to provide a neutral prim container for overriding opinions. Yes, even when an over appears in a stronger layer than a def or a class or for same prim spec, it does not change the resolve specifier for that prim. It does not change.
Even when an over appears in stronger layer than a def or class for the same prim spec, it does not change the result specifier for that prim. In that case, sublayer B, we are authoring an overriding opinion for geometry. That is the same thing that you discussed with
In which we have, but why is it saying it does not change?
over is
It
short for
it, it, it
override,
will change, right?
and it its purpose is to provide a neutral prim container for overriding opinions, even when an over appears in stronger layer than a def or class for the same. What does it say?
It's saying the sentence hits a critical nuance in OpenUSD difference between resolving an attribute value versus resolving the prim specifier type. Whether the overall object counts as def over or what? Here is what it exactly means. Value override, but types merge. When USD composes a scene, it looks at prim from top to bottom through the layer stack to determine two completely different things. The specifier, what is it? Is this object concrete definition, def, an override, or an abstract template class? The opinions, what are its properties, what are its size, color, and position. The rule you highlighted means that a stronger layer can override the properties of a prim but cannot downgrade the core structural type of that prim. I don't know what the fuck does that mean.
So I think what it says over here that attribute and specifiers are two different things. So over here it is saying that override is definitely a superior thing, but when it comes to the attributes, like so if we go back into the code,
Yeah.
we have two things over here. Where is it? Yeah, right. So in sublayer B, we have over cube. That is gonna be something as a higher specifier. But for the attribute part, the attribute will be given preference when you're compiling. That is the nuance.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like over is definitely, that's why we got the question, we got the MCQ wrong earlier, because we are giving a preference to over, but when you're compiling it into the main layer, attribute will be given the preference for the root layer when you're trying to
Mm-hmm.
compile everything. So it says this sentence on the exercise page hits a critical nuance: the difference between resolving an attribute value versus resolving the prim specifier type. So we are resolving two things. You are resolving two different things.
Attributes value
Yeah.
is one thing, and then specified. What is exactly specified type? Like def over and all that
Yes.
stuff, right?
Yes. Yes.
And then, but if like if the sublayer B is higher on the order,
Mm.
right? We are definitely seeing the
Because
specifier
you are
type being
resolving
reflected in
attribute.
sublayer B.
Yeah, because you are resolving attribute.
Yeah. So
But
the
it,
specifier type will be picked from sublayer A, but the attribute will be picked from sublayer B. That's
yes.
what you're saying.
Yes.
Ah, okay. So let me read this 1 second. Values override, but types merge. Oh, specifier, what is it? The object, concrete, definition, def, and override, or abstract template. The opinions, what are its properties, what are its size, color, and position. The rule you highlighted means that a stronger layer can override the properties of a prim, but it cannot downgrade the core structural type of that prim. The analogy drafting what stronger layer can override the properties of a prim, but cannot downgrade the core structural type.
So the
Okay.
structure will be, so when you're looking at
So
that,
what is it
use,
saying?
so
Even
what
when
it's
an
saying over
over
here,
appears in stronger layer than depth class, it does not change the resolve specifier for that prim. Okay,
like
okay, okay, got it.
if you want to debug it out, if we use SDF library and take a look at the uncomposed part in the raw
Hmm.
structure, I know for sure what we will get is the core structure of that file, and the attribute value that is going to compose, so will be different from the core structure. That's what it is saying over there. So the attribute can be anything. The attribute that you're trying to define, the value could be infinite or anything. But when you go back and look at what is the core structure, the core structure will be the same. So the output will always have the main core structure, that is going to resolve to override, but the value that is going to be resolved will be given to the primary sublayer that is different. So that is the most critical nuance over here. So attributes and specifier type are two different things that OpenUSD relates to when they're trying to compare the
Mm,
attributes.
got it. In the case of sublayer B USDA, we are authoring an overriding opinion for geometry in which we have defined a sphere prim. Let's open sublayer simple.usda. What do you notice? Let me see. Sublayer simple.usda. Okay. I noticed sublayer B on top of sublayer A. So I think we are going to be getting the attribute values from sublayer B because in ordering it is above sublayer A. What do you notice? Any difference between the two USDA files we looked at previously? Def form, xform world, xform geometry, def xform world, def scope geometry.
So the compile it, I think it's asking us to compile using the .sh file that they have given us.
What? Compile what?
Like go back and then just copy the line for Linux.
Oh, this
Yeah.
sublayer simple.usd. No, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use no, not this. No, not Claude. You don't have to love me, don't need me. I'm gonna just do USD view over here. And what is this? Open USD and
As well, like go to extensions.
what?
Yeah, go to extensions.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second one.
USD viewer.
Yeah.
But we already have this, bro. I've already
Like
have it.
no, you can do it directly in the VS Code. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to do it over
Let
here.
me try this. If this does not work, I'll
For
just
a
do
work,
that.
but I'm saying the easier way. Like you don't have to open terminal
I
again.
wanna try this first because I spent so much time installing it.
Okay.
What is this? Copy path. Oh, boom. That was pretty easy.
Okay. So what are we looking
Uh-huh.
for?
I think, oh, this is, oh, no time samples. So first it's saying, let's open sublayer. What do you notice any difference between the two USD files? Keep the difference in mind. We open sublayers, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So it's, let me see if I can make it bigger. Oh, I cannot. Geometry, cube, sphere, world, root. Okay. And what is it saying? Okay. Here's what the USD view looks like. Yes. Were your assumptions correct? No. Oh, wait. I think it wanted us to see how is it going to render.
Yeah.
So let's imagine how it's going to render.
Imagine.
Yeah, first let's imagine. So it's saying default prim is world, end time code is 100, meter per unit is 0.01, start time code is 0. And then sublayer B USDA. So sublayer B has over world, over geometry, depth sphere, a sphere, and then over cube. So what does this mean? Does this mean that it's gonna be on top of each other?
No, it does. Which one?
This sublayer B.
Yeah, it's gonna. So that's how the USDA file renders. It's gonna stack it up. It's gonna stack sphere and cube.
Okay.
And since layer B, like you can switch the layer if you want for namesake. Like you can do first A and then B, and then it's gonna flip, and we can see what happens. We can
Hmm. Yeah, we have to first close this and then do that and then save that. Cube. So what is A? What type? This is some type, this is property name, and this is value.
Mhm.
So type shouldn't it be X form and
Why would you have XFORM? XFORM is the def name, not the type.
that is what is called type, brother.
No, no, no. Primspec type is different. So def is primspec type. XFORM is the name. XFORM is the name over here. Def, class, and override are the primspec type.
Okay, and then sublayer B and then sublayer A, time code per second, 24. That doesn't matter. Up axis is there. What does up axis equal to Y mean exactly?
Remember, we have to set some kind of default axis.
Yeah.
So either it's going to be Y or either it's going to be Z. So
Oh,
we
so is this why it's stacking it over
yes,
as?
yes.
And
Y.
if we change it to X, it's gonna be like this.
No, that's only for up axis. So if you, for up axis you have Z or Y. So it's going to be like this, like in this direction, or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
this. So if you change it to Z, I think it should be like this, like
Like in front of us.
yeah, perpendicular. Like if you do the
I know, I know. But what if we change it to like you cannot change it to X?
yeah, you can do it, but it's gonna throw an error. That's what I would assume. You can try it.
Yeah, we can try it. Let's see what it's saying. Okay, below the viewport, select the layer stack tab, and it will show you the layer stack for the selected prim. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Layer stack. What is the layer stack? Oh, here.
Yeah,
Sublayer B. Oh, okay. Bro, why cannot I not zoom in over here?
you try command plus plus. You might be able to.
It's not working. I tried it.
Okay, try the extension now. Try the extension once.
Okay.
Try the extension once. Maybe that might help. Yeah, this one.
How do I use it though?
Let's see.
Usage. Open USDC file in VS Code. Right click on the file and
Oh, right click on the file. No, no,
oh,
not
why did
no, not over here. Like go into your file explorer.
oh like this?
Yeah, like this, and then go into that file.
Open with USDC viewer
Yeah,
or USD view.
whatever works. Try both.
Command failed.
I think you might have to reload it. Command Shift P.
Alright. Or it can only open USDC files, not USD. So
Wow.
first I'll have to convert it into .USDC. I'll
Uh,
have to rename this.
I see.
And then nope, not working. Command Shift P reload. Reload window. Okay. But I don't know, for some reason that prettier thing got
No, the
canned.
thing, I think some extension is overriding it. So try installing that old extension. Yeah, that extension might be overriding something.
What extension?
With the USD viewer, remove it. That might be an USD viewer. Yeah, remove this. I think this extension might be messing up.
Oh, yeah, it is messing it up.
Yeah, it's messing up. I
Uh,
think we have to go with the USD view only from the terminal. Or
mm-hmm.
what we can do, we can also publish an extension.
Bro, later. All
Another
that later.
another day, another project.
Yeah. What is Open Editor? Open
Another
editors like
editors we
this.
have.
I have not used VS Code in a minute, so that's why this is all new.
Oh, not
Okay, now you're saying let's try x-axis and let's make this sublayer A and this sublayer B. Right.
yes.
Command S and then run this again. What? What happened?
What?
And it's having an error.
What kind of error?
Keyboard interrupt? No, I didn't interrupt it. Oh, my bad. Oh, no. I don't know. Oh,
What happened?
it activated the environment LOUSD.
Hmm. Like, what did you do?
File not found? Deactivate. Why? How did. Bro, I'm so confused. How did it just run the thing on its own to activate the fucking. Wow.
Brother,
I'm
your
confused.
system has been hacked, compromised. NSA is watching.
File not found? How the fuck is that possible?
Look
USD?
at the
Oh,
file.
US.
Look at the file.
Fucking USDC. This fucking.
Oh, you compiled it. You compiled it.
Mm, yeah.
Hmm.
So it
Wait,
is working,
go back, cancel it, and do Z axis. I want to see what happens.
but X axis works.
What happened with X? It's still Y over there. You see, it's still Y.
But this changed. Okay. Cube. Sublayer A USD is on top now.
Yeah, that's what I was remembering. So by default, the up axis is always Y. Yeah, that's why it's always Y.
Okay, let's
Even
see.
though you try to change it, but it's gonna be, yeah, do Z. Now you will see. I think it should be perpendicular at 45 degrees.
Yeah, because it's behind it, I guess.
Oh,
That's why we're not able to see it.
um,
Yeah.
now change the layers.
What?
Reorder the layer. Reorder them.
I already reordered. I made it A on top and B on bottom. That's what I was checking.
Now do B on top.
1 second. Ah, stop eating, you motherfucking fat ass. Shadow Van Hedgehog says, back again, boys. I don't know who that is.
I think our one and only supporter we have.
Julian Solis. Bruh.
Julian Solis? Who's that?
The guy who put it on our chat.
Mm-hmm.
Back again, boys. Yes, sir. We are back at it again. We are gonna be back every day because we have no life. It's a fucking long weekend.
Life left the chat.
Hmm?
Life left the chat.
Life has left the chat for sure. But only momentarily, you know. Bro, I'm gonna keep streaming. I'm gonna show on stream the conversion, you know,
Conversion of what?
of my life.
Oh, like that? Oh. Oh, good.
The come up. This is the come up. I'm just, you know, I know it's coming.
My God.
I know it's gonna happen for sure.
Yes.
Okay. Let me do this. Buy, save it, Control C, USD view, open it again, and now world is sublayer A. Yes, because sublayer A is on top. Over geometry, cube, sublayer A. Okay, let me try this in geometry. If I do over sphere, because I want to override sphere and give it radius of 100.
I'm going to change the product name to Secure Stream. Secure Studio.
Uh-huh. Oh, it worked. The override worked. See, it's double the size now.
What did you
And
want?
it's getting. I increased the size by adding the override in sublayer A and changing the order as sublayer A
Oh,
on
okay,
top.
okay. What if you
So
add
it,
def? Instead of over try def? What happens? Is it gonna work, or is it gonna break?
I think it's gonna take the